The rain over Seattle had turned the whole city into a shimmering maze of reflections. Every street light flickered through the storm, and every shadow seemed to breathe. Detective Arian Vale walked toward the abandoned warehouse with his coat dripping and his mind racing. He had followed countless criminals in his young career, but tonight, something felt different. Something was pulling him in, as if this crime was written for him alone. Inside the warehouse, the air was stale and cold. Broken machines lay scattered like forgotten bones. Arian's flashlight cut slowly through the dust and darkness, revealing the faint outline of scattered footprints. The scene was silent, almost unnaturally so. But then he saw it. On the concrete floor, half buried under debris, a blue jewel, glowing faintly as the rainwater dripped from the broken ceiling. Arian knelt down and picked it up carefully. Another jewel. Another clue. The killer was repeating the same signature. But this jewel was different, slightly chipped on the side, as if someone had broken it in a struggle. Arian whispered to himself, "Why leave this behind, unless you wanted me to find it?" He stood up slowly, scanning the dark corners of the warehouse. That's when the scent hit him. Soft, floral, unmistakably old. The discontinued perfume from the first crime scene, the exact same one his father used to keep on his desk when he was a child. A scent from decades ago, now lingering here, drifting around him like a ghost. Arian's pulse quickened. He moved deeper into the warehouse. The footsteps on the ground formed odd patterns, some leading forward, some abruptly turning back, as if someone had been pacing, waiting, and then, suddenly, he froze. At the far end of the warehouse, near a shattered window, he saw a human silhouette. Tall, still, watching him. Arian kept his flashlight steady. "Stop! Seattle Police!" he shouted. The shadow didn't react, didn't run, didn't move. Instead, it slowly raised an arm, as if pointing at Arian. A chill ran down his spine. Before he could take a step forward, lightning flashed outside, and in that blinding split second, the shadow disappeared. Arian ran toward the window, but found nothing but broken glass and the silhouette of the storm. No footprints on the ledge, no escape marks. Whoever the figure was, they vanished. Silently, almost impossibly. Arian muttered to himself, "You were here. You're watching me." As he turned back into the warehouse, something caught his eye near a rusted pipe, a black leather glove. He picked it up. Inside the glove, pressed into the fabric, were two engraved letters. S.V. Arian's breath stuttered. Silas Vale. His father. The father who vanished 20 years ago, without a body, without a message, without a single clue, and now a glove with his initials appears at a murder scene. Arian could barely gather his thoughts when he heard someone behind him. He spun around. Flashlight raised. It was a teenage boy, drenched in rain, shaking violently. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to startle you," the boy stammered. Arian lowered his flashlight. It's okay. Who are you? The boy's eyes widened at the memory. My name is Silas Hale. I was near the warehouse when I saw someone run out. Arian's voice softened. Tell me exactly what you saw. The boy's eyes widened at the memory. He moved fast, too fast, but he was limping, like his leg was injured, and there was something strange about him. His coat, it smelled like... Arian completed the sentence. Old perfume. The boy nodded quickly. Yes, like something from a long time ago, nothing like people use today. Arian took a deep breath. It was the same scent again. Did you see his face? Arian asked. Silas shook his head. No, he kept it hidden, but he was tall, taller than you, and he kept looking back, like he wanted to be followed. Arian handed the boy a card. Go home. Don't talk to anyone else, not even the police. The boy nodded and ran into the storm. Arian now knew one thing with absolute certainty. The killer didn't fear being seen. The killer wanted to be seen. As he walked back to his car, thunder exploded across the sky. The wind whipped his wet coat around him. Just as he reached for the door, his phone buzzed loudly. Unknown number. He answered silently. A distorted voice spoke. You're close, Arian. Closer than you think. Arian gritted his teeth. Who are you? The voice chuckled, slow and menacing. I know the truth about your father. Arian's stomach tightened. What do you know about him? The voice replied, He opened the same door you found tonight. Arian froze. The hidden door in the mansion. The voice continued, and that's why he disappeared. Arian whispered, Where is he now? A long silence. Just rain, thunder, and breathing. Then the voice said, I already met you tonight. The call disconnected. Arian stood still for a moment, drenched in rain, his heartbeat echoing in his ears. Someone was pulling him deeper into a labyrinth that began 20 years ago. He didn't run. He didn't panic. He simply looked back at the dark warehouse and whispered, I'm coming for you. Lightning flashed behind him, stretching his shadow across the wet pavement as he walked into the night, into the storm, into the